Hey YouTube Red Sox fan, back again with Let's Play Vanilla World Warcraft Episode 3. In the last episode, we were here in Brambleblade Ravine, and we had killed Chief Thorntusk? I honestly can't remember the name of that guy. But we killed him for the quest, and then we birthed back to Camp Narache, and we turned in all the quests, so you might be thinking, well, what the hell are you doing back here in Brambleblade Ravine? Well, I'll tell you why. Because the Shaman quest we picked up, Call of Earth, requires us to collect 2 applications of ritual salve, I think it's salve, and bring them back to Seer Ravenfeather. But the thing is, you know where we get those ritual salves? From Bristleback Shamans, all the way in Brambleblade Ravine, and so that's what I'm doing back here. In case you were all wondering. So we just have to kill, I think, unless the drop rate is not 100%, we're only gonna need to kill 2 shamans, and one of them is here in this hut, and the other one is gonna be in another hut in some other location. And so this beginning part of the episode, I'm gonna predict is basically me clearing the way to shamans, and then me killing shamans, and then hearthing back because my hearthstone is off its way. So recently I've been watching a lot of Let's Play SimCity gameplay for the new SimCity that just came out Tuesday. EA just released it, and it looks really beautiful, and it looks like a game that I want to buy when I get money. What the hell? Ooh, some resistance, that's nice. This nature resistance comes in handy. Oops. Okay, there's one ritual solve. Solve. I honestly don't know how you do this. Another mob. My damn war sticks not cool down yet. Okay. So yeah, SimCity. The game looks beautiful. The game looks beautiful. Of all the gameplay footage I've seen, it looks like really sophisticated, like, I want to say like programming, like the code involved, because every single little SimCity, it's really cool. They're basically all individually simulated. So like you build houses, and then it shows the Sims moving in, and then like when you build industrial parts, it shows them going to work, and you can you can click on any car or any person, and the option there's an option that pops up that allows you to follow them, and so it basically follows them around until you want to not follow them anymore, and you just follow them around on their day, and it's really sophisticated programming, I'm assuming, and it really blows my mind how games have come so far. I think I'm not sure what company made it other than EA, but there is a specific like I think I want to say publisher team. I can't remember. Mavis? No, I honestly can't remember the name. I was just looking it up, and I read that they created basically a whole new simulation game engine, like the game engine they use for simulating, and so that seems really awesome from a game programmer's standpoint, because that's what I'm studying in college. Is computer game science, and so far I've been taking classes like learning how to code, how to program, stuff like that. So, I think working at EA would be an amazing job. My ultimate goal is to end up working for Blizzard, which I'm not sure how long that'll take until that actually happens. It's like my dream job. So, fingers crossed on that. And this is going to be really boring. It's basically just me grinding my way. I got to level 6. pretty fast. This is a blizz. I know I've probably said this before, but this is a blizz-like realm, so that means that experience gains are still at only 100%. So it's not like I'm getting double or triple XP. I'm still only getting 1 times experience for each kill. So, except I was arrested. I think that's how it goes. How was I arrested? I logged off here. Maybe anywhere you log off, you get arrested experience. That would be cool. But, try and avoid this guy. Success. I'm not gonna be able to avoid this board. So yeah, I haven't really thought about what spec I'm gonna go. There is, where's the shaman? There's a shaman up here, I think. I'm gonna have to kill all these guys more. Obviously, there are 3, like the World of Warcraft you play today, there are 3 talent specs for each class. And for shamans, it is elemental, and then enhancement, and then restoration. And restoration, I'm not gonna go resto because you can't really solo level as a resto shaman because that's the healing spec. And so it's either between enhancement or elemental. And enhancement deals with more melee damage, melee attacks. But the bad thing about enhancement is you don't get the ability to dual wield weapons until like level 40-ish. And I think that's a big problem. So I don't think I'm gonna go enhancement. I might, what I might do is I might level up as elemental from level 10 to say 40, and then once I get to the level where I can dual wield and then get storm strike and all that, I might switch specs and go enhancement. But that's all the ritual salve we need, and so that quest is incomplete, so I'm just gonna hurry back really quickly. The animation for hurthing has not changed, I don't think. Over the years it's stayed the same. And Seer Raven Feather is right here. Let me zoom out really quick.
How may I aid you?
And turn this in. And then find Coto Rock and drink the Earth Scepter. Ooh, Coto Rock. Ooh, I actually do not know where that is. So let me read the quest text. The Sapta is a drink created to bind our spirits to the elements. Fused with magic, the potion will allow the open-minded to see the elements as no one has seen them before. Your spirit will forever be tied to the element the Sapta was created for. Seek out the Shaman shrine to the east of here. To the east. So it's gonna be out here. Yeah, I think it's way out there. This is something that I don't miss about World of Warcraft, that I'm glad they implemented a sort of quest helper. Before, actually I think they might have implemented that late Watlick or Cataclysm, where they have an end-game quest helper, and it shows where all the quests are for you to do on the map, like on the big world map when you open it up. Before, there were a few different quest helper add-ons that I used quest helper, and I know some friends that used, like, I think Kryptonite was one, or Carbonite. I'm thinking it might be Carbonite, not Kryptonite. And there were a few big ones. I think quest helper was one of the biggest, and I think this is where, yeah, there's Coto Rock, I think, right there. Okay, so I'm gonna clear out some of these mobs. Oh, come on. Oh, I could have. could have trained with my Shaman and gotten more abilities because I went level 6. Every even level, you get new abilities. Well, that changed in Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria because, like I was saying before, nothing, and nothing. Like I was saying before, instead of training for new ranks of spells, they like automatically increase each time you level. So you aren't constantly going back and training for new levels of abilities. Instead, that's weird. I didn't even need to drink the Sapticite because these guys were already here. Oh well. So at level 6, I think I get a new rank of Healing Wave, and I think I get something else, but I can't remember. Oh, I think a Totem of Earth, an Earth Totem. So let's complete this quest and bring the rough quartz to see a Raven Feather. Got the rough quartz. I should probably have read that text because there's probably something interesting, but probably not at the same time. And I'm glad that they have this wall here, because if they don't have this wall here, you can just walk off and maybe the fall damage will kill you, maybe it won't. I'm not sure. I know in Cataclysm when they revamped Azeroth, all of Azeroth, I know they got rid of Brambleblade Ravine. That's something they took out, and you're still fighting like bristleback quillboars and all that, but just not there for some reason. I don't know. I think they just like it got burned down to the ground or something because it's all like black and shaded in. So that is something to think about. And I know I'm pretty sure about 99% of whoever watches my videos, I'm sure also watches Game Grumps, because they're a really big YouTube group. And
What
we turn
brings
this
you
in,
here?
and we get to learn Stone Skin Totem and Earth Totem. And well, we received the Earth Totem. Now the Earth Totem is something I was telling you about. That's something we have to have in our backpack at all times if we want to summon totems. Now the Stone Skin Totem just increases our oh, okay. They changed it. In Live World Warcraft, it increases armor. Actually, I think they changed it again to now. I don't even know what it does anymore. But now, it reduces melee damage taken by 4, which is helpful. And it lasts for 2 minutes, but it doesn't show up there, and that's something that I don't like. If you right-click on the... Maybe not. Huh. Maybe you can't get rid of it. That's weird. So I'm going to talk to my Shaman trainer. Ah, Earthbind Totem. Okay. So I couldn't have trained for that, but I could have trained for Healing Wave rank 2.
Watch over you.
And if you're playing on this private server with me, which I'm sure not many of you are, but in case you are, I should tell you, when you buy new ranks, you have to manually go out and switch out the old rank with the new rank. And what Earthbind Totem does, it has a 15-second cooldown, and it only lasts for 45 seconds, and it slows targets down by how much? It slows their movement speed. I think it's by 50%. It might be actually less, and it might be more. I'm not really sure. And so now we are done with that. We have to go to Bane Bloodhoof in Bloodhoof Village. And Bane is the son of Cairn, and Cairn, during this time, when WoW hit servers back in 2004, up until 2011, I think, Cairn was the leader of the Tauren people, and he was, well, unknowingly assassinated by, well, not really assassinated, but killed by Garrosh Hellscream. I'll just tell you the story since there's really not much else to talk about. You just follow this road down and it'll lead you to Bloodhoof Village right there. So this is the whole story. And this quest is just, I'm pretty sure it's just a quest to turn in at Bloodhoof Village, just another quest to lead us to Bloodhoof Village. Yeah.
Well met.
Bring the bundle of furs. Okay. So this was happening the beginning of the Cataclysm, or actually before the Cataclysm, I think. The very beginning of Cataclysm. Thrall, the War Chief, was going to leave and go back to his homeland in the Outlands, in Nagrand. He was going to Nagrand to get back in touch with his shamanistic roots because he wanted to help heal the earth. And he kind of became more of a warrior than a shaman as the years moved along and when he was war chief. Now, when he left Garrosh Hellscream in charge as acting war chief of the Horde. And a lot of people didn't like that, Cairn included, and he thought it was a rash decision because Garrosh is hot-headed. He has a very short fuse, and he gets angry fast. You know, all that. All the sort of metaphors for being hot-headed, and Cairn was like, Thrall, you have to listen to me. We've been basically brothers for all these years. Garrosh is not the right choice to be the war chief, but Thrall thought this was the best decision, and so this is the decision he made. And so when Thrall left, Garrosh was in charge, and Garrosh was a big old dickwad, and he basically, I can't remember what he was doing. He was building up an army because he wanted to attack the Alliance on like all fronts, and he led this big expedition in Ashenvale and basically conquered Ashenvale, I think, for the Horde for the most part. But anyway, he was being a real douche to the Tauren people, to the Troll people. Anyone who wasn't an orc basically got cast out of Orgrimmar just because he's a big racist. And he prefers orc over everyone else, because he is an orc. So there was, okay, so this is what happened that really ticked off Cairn. There was a secret meeting in Ashenvale between, it was the, what are they called again? It's a faction, but I can't remember what faction it's called. It's Druids, maybe not Druids of the Grove, because those are an enemy faction. It was the Cenarian Circle, I think it was a Cenarian Circle, which is composed of, you have to be a druid to be in it, basically. And so not only are there Tauren druids, but there's also Night Elf druids. And so Hamul Rune Totem, a Tauren druid, basically he's an arc druid now. Basically the second most powerful druid underneath Malfurion Stormrage. He's like the highest druid, and then second in chain of command is Hamul. He was meeting with a few other Tauren and some Night Elf druids in Ashenvale. It was a secret meeting between all these druids, the Cenarian Circle, and they were ambushed by the Twilight Council, but it was an orc, and he basically, that orc and his other minions, henchmen, killed all the druids except Hamul. He got away, or they thought he was killed, but he woke up later underneath piles of bodies, and he got away, and he went back to Thunderbluff. He flew there as fast as possible. I'll show you on the map, actually, because it was in Ashenvale. I can't specifically remember where. I think it was somewhere along this lake, and then he flew back to Thunderbluff. So here he is in Thunderbluff. The Elder Rise, I believe, is where... No. Karen is here. This is where Karen's hut is. He flies back to here. He tells Karen, because all Hamul knows is that it were orcs and goblins and trolls that attacked them, and so he assumes it was Garrosh ambushing the Night Elves, and he doesn't give a shit about the Tauren, so he has them killed too. And Karen is fucking outraged and pissed, and he's raging all over the place, and he challenges Garrosh to... I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically a duel to the death. and and so we know one of them is gonna die, but we don't know who yet. And in this challenge, in this duel to the death, all they can use is one weapon, and they don't have any armor. So they're basically naked, except for like a loincloth, and then their weapon, which they have blessed by a shaman or by someone. And Magatha Rune Totem, a mortal enemy of basically every single Tauren clan. They're one Tauren clan. There's a lot. There's the Bloodhoof clan. There is White Cloud clan. I mean, there's a bunch of different clans of Tauren people. But the Rune Totem are basically mortal enemies of every single clan. And so Magatha Rune Totem, the leader of the Rune Totem clan, she quote unquote blesses Garrosh's weapon, but it turns out that she just poisoned it with like a paralysis poison, basically. And so when Karen was winning the duel, actually, and he got a few good hits on Garrosh, and Garrosh missed. But when he finally had contact with Karen, the poison paralyzed him, and he was unable to fight, and Garrosh killed him. I think he decapitated him. I'm not sure. He might have just pierced his heart. I think that's what happened. He was either decapitated or his heart was pierced. But so he died, and Bane Bloodhoof basically, with the help of the humans leader Varian Wren, his son Anduin, he helps Bane along with what's her name? Jaina Proudmoore, and they stopped this big coup that was happening in Thunderbluff, and the Rune Totem were assassinating all these Tauren, but they save Bane, and then they come back and they kick out Magatha, and they kill most of them. And the day is saved by Bane Bloodhoof and blah 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 blah. Except it's sad because Karen's dead, and he was one of my favorite characters in the game. Yeah. So we turn in that Rights of the Earth Mother, and we have a bunch of different quests to pick up, I guess, yeah, to collect. And so one of the quests is we have to talk to the innkeeper. I think something they changed is the proximity of which you can be near a fire without getting hurt, because I mean I'm like not even touching it, and it's still, you know, causing damage to me, which I think is funny. I'll get the mana just because I can heal myself. I don't need that. I can trade for first aid, but really that's kind of useless for me. There's another player right here. He is a shaman. He's a shaman too. Unexpected. Oh, he has a pretty good weapon. Flame tongue. Oh, I guess that's something they changed too. When you are inspecting a character, if you go out of range, it basically doesn't show you what kind of gear they have. It just says hands, belt, waist, and all that. And I think there are a few more quests here for me to pick up. Yeah, there are. And I think this is my druid trainer. Here's my shaman trainer. Oh, level 8, I got a new earth shock. That's nice. Me likey Earth Shocky. Ooh, and Lightning Shield. I like that too. Level 40, we get to upgrade to mail armor, which is nice. And right now we can use leather and cloth, but really just leather is what we want to use. And here is...
Peace, friend.
Oh, that's something I do not like. Yeah. Bunch of novice warriors, and then the warrior trainer. I think there are a few more quests over here. Well, one of them I have. I think this one is to talk to this guy, Zarlman Tombs, and he wants us to go collect some wellstones. I think there is there a quest over there?
What brings you here?
Whoa. It's got some lag spike. Brave Desert. Oh, that's something that they haven't implemented yet. Okay, so, an odd little tidbit of information. I think starting in the Burning Crusade, they added another quest giver. I can't remember what his name is, but he, asks you to go collect some meat and then feed his dog. And the quest giver is based off of this boy who had cancer, and he was part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and he wanted to go to Blizzard like headquarters, and they made a quest giver out of him with this quest. And then he also designed I don't know if he designed it, but it was the Merciless Gladiator's crossbow, I think, because he played a hunter, and so he basically designed that weapon. And he also got to voice there's a little wanted sign, but we can't do anything about it. He also got to voice the quest giver. I can't remember what his name is, which is a shame. It's a really cute quest. And up until a certain point, I didn't know that it was about this boy who had cancer. So I think that's neat. Bring 6 wolf paws and plain strider talons. Pale mane tanner. And I know that sharing the land is over here. And the well is... that well is where we do Rite of Vision. We get the wellstone. And the amber corn are going to be in these trees. Swoop hunting is... it might be over here, but then it also might be up here. And then, oh, there's a quest right here. That's a vision. Danger of the Wind Fury. That's over there. Dwarven digging is back there, and then Mazrinachi. And then this guy wants you to examine the contents of the ravaged supply caravan. There's an ambercorn right there. I'm going to attack you over here. I'm going to attack you, Plain Strider. Die. Jeez. Dang, what happened to my mana? Holy shit. 30. Whoa. What happened? Okay, just a lag. Come on. Come on, attack him. Okay, there we go. Well, my weapon skills aren't too bad. 24. Plain Strider, Talon, and a scale. The scale is for Mazrinache. Which, do we even get? Oh, we get some shitty leather fucking bracers. Doesn't even have any stats on it, you piece of garbage. My stone skin totem's still up over there. I can't cancel it or anything. I can cancel that, but I can't cancel anything else. Womp womp. And there should have been another ambercorn over here somewhere, but I guess it hasn't spawned yet. It might be over there in those trees. And the prairie wolf, I need to kill them to get their paws, and I also need to kill them to get their hearts. Now, this quest, Mazrinache, Some of these things, it might take you a while to get. You might be farming for a little while. Especially if you're playing the Burning Crusade or Wrath of Lich King, because I think the item drops are a lot lower, but I guess I was wrong. And so here's our last amber corn, but we also have to kill these guys still. Ah, herbalism. I actually think Tauren, if you go as a Tauren, which they might have changed this, but I think you get like plus 15 to our herbalism skill if I train for that. If I want to go herbalism and I guess I can go mining or herbalism and alchemy, but alchemy's kind of, I don't know. I want to say useless. I think it's useless, I don't know. But something that they definitely improved upon is when you are gathering herbs or mining ores, if you have mining as a profession, sometimes it could take 3 or 4 tries before you actually successfully gather what you're trying to gather. And it's really funny. Kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. But it, like, cause sometimes you can try and gather, but then it'll say failed or something like that. And it's pretty funny. And there are some comics that people have made that kind of make fun of it, and they're good comics. I'm gonna, oh, no, it's not dead yet. Time to die. What the? 5 damage? How did it do 5 damage? That was doing 5 damage for it. Should be doing 13 to 15. Unless I read that wrong, but I don't think I did. I don't have a lot of bag space left. If I want to go over here are where all the pale main are, which they're just basically, what are they called? I think they're called gnolls, G-N-O-L-L-S. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that, but they're all over here. There, we killed our. We have satisfied part of our quest requirement for poison water. Oh, is that what the quest is about? Goblins and their servants have tainted our sacred waterways. We cannot allow this. To cleanse each well, I must create a cleansing totem. Then you must bring me the totem to the. Then you must bring the totem to the well and perform a cleansing ritual. Oh, so the first quest, and it's a pretty big chain. There's about 4 or 5 different wells that have to go cleanse, I think. And whoa, didn't even jump. And one of them's here. One of them's here. I think there's like 1 or 2 up here as well. Seeing these guys, Pale-Mane Skinners. I'm not exactly sure what kind of monster they are. I'm just guessing by saying gnolls. I have no idea. They're humanoids, but I'm not sure what they are. They drop lightning cloth and money, so I'm happy. We have to kill tanners, skinners, and poachers because well, because they don't sound like they're doing any good. For us Tauren, let's see. It's called Sharing the Land. Miltank. There are many conflicts that wound this land. It is my hope that you will not bear witness to as many of them as I have. Ooh, cracked a buckler. We can equip that shit. Finally, a shield. Shamans, and I think paladins are the only two, well, casting classes that can use shields. But paladins can also use shields because they're tanks as well. But then they can also use shields because they can use shields as healers too. So that's neat. But basically, when you're lower level, basically only shields are just going to, I guess, provide some damage reduction in armor and then allow you to block attacks. So that's helpful. Yeah, they're gnolls. Pelmane gnolls. Yeah, I was right. But what else is new? No, I'm just kidding. Jeez, there's a lot of these guys. I have to kill a lot of them. I'm not doing a lot of damage, I don't. I feel like I'm not doing a lot of damage. I feel like I'm running out of mana, not doing enough damage. Which is like a bit negative. Whoa. Well. 6. Ooh, ragged leather vest. It's still not as good as. Uh-oh, Snaggle Spear. We gotta. He's not an elite, but he's rare. Silver Dragon means rare. If this was gold, it would be elite. And sometimes they're rare and elite, but it's still just gold. But most likely, if it was an elite mob, it would also be rare. I'm just gonna run back and try and kill some other people real quick, because I think I'm gonna end this video pretty soon, because I think it's been a pretty long video. And I'm running out of bag space, so if I ever decide to try and kill more things for a quest, I don't really have much bag space to do it with. And I'm not even done with any of these quests. I'm also dying really easily. I'm also not doing a lot of damage. I'm also running out of mana really easily. It's a big problem. It's a big problem. I'll put rank 1 right there. That's still pretty good. I think rank 1's better than rank 2. That's something that that healers, if you're healing in like a raid or a dungeon, they use previous ranks, spell ranks, to sort of save on mana. Because if you see rank 1, 25 mana, and it heals 34 to 44, and then this rank 2 is 45 mana, which is like almost double. So if you want to save on mana, just use previous spell ranks. But that's something that they got rid of spell rankings, and that's something you can't do any longer. I haven't been using my totem at all. What the hell? Not like it matters. I guess it matters a little. I take 4 less damage. Basically. That's what that means. Reduces melee damage taken by 4. So say I get hit and I take 4 damage. Originally I would have taken 8 damage, but it gets reduced by 4. I'm gonna hit him with a lightning bolt, and I'm gonna run away. Back to my totem. I'm gonna hit him with a war stomp once their cooldown is up. And now! Shit, I'm not doing damage. stringy wolf meat? Come on, man, I don't need your damn wolf meat. I need your paws. I need your wolf paws. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the episode right here because there are no enemies that I need to kill in my vicinity. And I don't really want to just run all the way back to the village on camera. And so in the next episode, we will be continuing our giant amount of quests. We have 8 quests, and so we will be probably finishing about 5 or 6 of them in the next episode. So stay tuned for that. Comment, rate, subscribe, share this. Tell me what I can improve upon and all that jazz. And until then, stay classy and peace out, guys.